this kid named Sam Sulek. Kid's a freak.
Something comes along from nowhere and is very popular.
Welcome to my kitchen.
I think that he's going to die an early death because he's abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
If Sam wasn't elite level Jack, people wouldn't follow him.
These are teenagers.
Teenagers shouldn't even be touching steroids, right?
If he was my son right now, I would be terrified.
When people see people younger than them accomplishing things faster than them, they're like, he must be unhealthy. It's like, why?
It's kind of that Sam Sulek does that too. You know who that kid is?
Who's Sam Sulek?
Dude, Jamie, you gotta look him up.
Hey, this is Gym Nation, and we make bodybuilding documentaries. But before we start, make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. This is the story of Sam Sulek.
Let's time travel back to my days, right when I started.
Chapter 1. Childhood. 7th of February 2002. Sam Bishop Sulek arrives into the world to a Midwestern family with a Czech and Polish background. Sam was the son of Mark and Sherry Sulek.
Is it Sulek or Sulek?
Sulek.
Are you full Polish?
I think more like half. Maybe not, close to half.
But the last name is Polish.
Should be outside.
Okay. What's the other half?
Czech.
Really?
I think Czech and Slovakian.
Growing up in the heartland city of Delaware, Ohio, a small town with nothing really going on except for boring harness racings.
They pick up speed, folks, and here they come.
At tender age of 5, Sam found his first love in sports, competitive diving.
You told me you were a diver before.
Mm-hmm.
So is that professional diver? Is that competitive diver? Is that hobby diver? Like, what is that?
So that was competitive. I've been doing that since I was like, 5 or 6. Because during the summer, right at the pool, they've always got a summer league.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd always go there and do the diving.
So you could do flips and twists and like all that shit. What's the highest platform you've dived from?
The tallest one, the 10 meter.
Really?
But I was never doing stuff off of that.
Did you always want to be a bodybuilder?
I mean, even as a kid, like, I'd have to find some old pictures, but I always had like kid abs just from running around being active. Honestly, I'm sure if I did a deep psychoanalysis with like a shrink, they would tell me that it was probably something from back then. It's like our friend's mom was always telling me like, oh, I can't believe you have abs. It's insane.
Maybe not as much now, but like as a kid, I've got just enough ADHD where I could like get into something enough to kind of learn it and be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you wake up one day and you're like, this is fucking stupid. I'm done with this.
He dedicated himself to training and competing with the Delaware aquatic racing team known as the Stingrays, while simultaneously dipping his toes into the world of gymnastics with a premier athletics facility in the central Ohio called Integrity Athletics.
Because when I was younger, I did gymnastics. So all the stuff where you're like swinging around the bar, doing stuff on that spring floor, doing flips.
Yeah.
Like the vault, all sorts of stuff like that. I think that was cool. But the people who were really good at that, like they were in a different league than the team that I was on.
Jeez, I know our fucking mom. Back when we wouldn't actually buy our own shit and we'd just tell her like, can you get some protein powder from Costco? She'd love getting the soy-based like vegetable protein powder.
None of the sports that I did as a kid had any real weightlifting. Like I was doing like gymnastics, so diving board into the water. There was no weight training.
However, being introverted, he did not form many friendships. His closest companions were his older sister Marisa and his younger brother Mark, who shared the same passion with him for diving.
Got my little bro in the car too. Why don't you say a little something? Say what up. Say you're about to get a crazy pump.
Yeah, I'm about to get a crazy pump.
So you said you had a brother.
Really? Is he younger than you? Yeah, it's like 2 years.
Okay.
It's like he's got my dad's calves.
Are they big or small?
Like a little smaller.
They're small. He's like, my dad's calves are small. I don't know if your dad listens to this, he'd be pissed.
I don't need to have them.
Just the two of you. You don't have any other siblings.
You got an older sister.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she's moved out now.
How much older is she?
I think she's 3 years older than me.
Are any of you married?
No.
So my parents got me a Camry, and then they got my brother, the same one pretty much. His was a 6-cylinder. And then mine was a 4-cylinder.
Oh.
I've driven his before. It's way more jumpy. I'm like, God damn it, whatever. Who cares? Shouldn't be speeding anyway. I don't need to spill it.
Sam, are you fast? Can you run?
I think the fastest I've ever ran was, there's this bridge by my house. This is back in high school and we were like just fucking around all the time. And we threw a big ass firework off of it. That was probably my fastest 100 yards ever.
Pop it, bro.
Pop a wheelie?
Pop a wheelie, bro.
All right.
Honestly, looking back now, it's kind of strange that I ended up posting all this shit.
His teenage years were typical. He found solace and enjoyment in simple pleasures. Alongside diving, he was spending hours playing video games, exploring the outdoors on the weekends, and occasionally getting lost in the world of books and movies. Even though he started having an athletic body, he did not use a weight until this point, and anyone could tell that he had good muscular genetics. Sam participated in the gymnastics competition at the Blaine Wilson Sports Fest. However, in the summer of 2018, he made a decision to step away from the gymnastics to fully concentrate on competitive diving. Sam persistently refined his diving skills throughout elementary and middle school, proudly representing his school's team in numerous meetings, and became one of the most decorated male divers in school's history, placing 4th in the districts and states, and setting a new record of 56.25. With his sister pursuing baking and his brother excelling in golf, Sam's siblings had found their passions. While Sam initially believed diving was his calling, that was about to change.
Welcome to my kitchen.
However, amidst his academic pursuits, the seeds of Sam's true passion began to take root during his sophomore year of high school. At the age of 16, it was then that a friend named Brandon introduced him to the weight room.
I had a buddy named Brandon. He got me through it.
Okay.
So in terms of the first guy that I was actually watching.
And that's when the story of Sam Sulek started. Chapter 2, Bodybuilding. Sam instantly became captivated by lifting. He began training in his family's basement after school, with just some dumbbells, a barbell, and few weight plates lying around. While Sam's parents were sports-minded, they likely did not anticipate their teenage son's rapid physical metamorphosis and newfound passion for weightlifting. In fact, Sam's late-night weightlifting sessions even prompted complaints from his dad about the noise.
So that was like first year of college you started lifting?
Oh, no. The beginning of the sophomore year of high school. There was no gym before I started. We kind of just had like a set of dumbbells.
Okay.
And there was a barbell just about.
I'm sure you like the gym. You know, you like the weights, but do you like them enough to sleep with them every night? This is the fucking bedroom. I used to share a room with my little brother. Like we had bunk beds and shit, but you know, you kind of outgrow that after a while. So when I moved down here, I set up the whole little gym area. I lived here for like all year during like high school and shit. If I was busy for whatever reason, or I had to study a ton, or it would be midnight. And then, you know, 20 minutes later, I get a text from my dad to quit banging the weights around. So I don't really mind lifting alone.
Pretty much right from the beginning, I just got really serious about it.
So you've been almost obsessive about it.
Transitioning from aquatic sports, which demanded a lean physique, to the realm of bodybuilding and strength, this shift marked a significant change in Sam's body composition. While educating himself on anatomy and different training concepts, Sam was studying YouTube videos of professional bodybuilders like Callum von Moger, who inspired him with his intense training approach, which infused every workout with a unique energy. He became enormous with the motivational mentality and hulking physiques of the old school legends.
It was this YouTube channel. It's just a compilation of real, like, motivational videos like that, real serious, kind of somber music.
Watch Pumping Iron, and then listening to Arnold talk about how good the pump feels. Oh yeah, that actually does look really cool.
I was a little bit behind like the Jeff Side, Ziz era. So for me, the bodybuilder that I loved watching was Callum von Moger. Massive, funny, throwing around a ton of weight. So he's just one guy I think I wanted to emulate.
You know what's funny about Callum? Callum had your, I don't want to say appetite, but like he ate whatever the fuck he wanted. And he just had those genetics to be like, to keep that physique.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I saw him eating like that, because he just stayed lean year round. Like that was kind of his deal. He just sort of maintained.
So is it those physiques that you admire? Is that why?
Partially kind of an ego thing. You know, it's cool because when I see people who are fucking huge and they're working out hard, I think that's fucking cool. So I kind of want to emulate that in my own training.
But I think with guys like that, they're very honest about how, you know, they're obsessed with the gym. Like the people that I like the most and that I can resonate the most are the guys who I know if there was no camera, if there was no expos, they would still be, you know, trying to squat until their nose bled or throw around as much weight as possible and go hard.
I was looking up all sorts of shit, and I want to know how to do it. You subscribe to Jeff Nippert, you start watching Athlete X all day, even though I don't really love Athlete X. Shit like that. Well, I'm starting to understand what I'm doing now. Because as soon as I got into it, just kind of hooked. When it comes to lifting, I guess for whatever reason, maybe shit that's beyond my control or like some kind of subconscious just obsession with trying to get bigger that was already like implanted in my mind from childhood or something. I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist, but for whatever reason, it was just uphill from there.
As his high school days came to an end, Sam had some big choices to make. First was deciding what he wanted to do with his life. Influenced by his uncle, he decided on a degree in mechanical engineering at Miami University in picturesque town of Oxford, Ohio.
Mechanical engineering. You know, I'm getting into maths and physics and like machining. You know, we're in this one machine tool shop where it's just full of like CNC machines and drill presses and, you know, welding equipment and fucking TIG wire and sheet metal and everything else. That's pretty cool.
Why mechanical engineering?
It was just what I was kind of always into as a kid, having good aptitudes for the math and science. And then I think it was maybe my uncle once. He was like a professor or something. And as a kid, he was like, oh, you get into mechanical engineering. So for whatever reason, that was in my mind. And
Sorry, what school are you at?
Miami University.
Oh, you told me that.
Oh, so
Miami,
you're
Ohio.
not. So you're not here in Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
Oh, Miami of
Over in
Ohio.
Knoxville.
Oh, Miami of Ohio.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 2 hours west.
So it's 2 hours from here. You didn't ever stay in a dorm at school? You stayed home?
No, it was a dorm first.
Okay.
So dorm, and then I'm in an apartment.
At the same time, he continued diving into his freshman year of college, competing at the 27th Annual Miami Invitational in Oxford, which he finished in the second place in December 2021. Just 4 months later, Sam's physique underwent a remarkable transformation, and he participated in the Mid-American Conference Championships, but did not secure a placement.
Let's just say it's not so easy to do a bunch of flips in the air if you're carrying around a bulked amount of body fat and a full stomach of chicken and rice. It's just not practical.
His newfound muscularity clashed with the demands of aquatic sports, which favored a lean frame. This conflict led him to a crucial decision, one that would alter the course of his life forever. He made the choice to abandon competitive diving and focus solely on lifting.
Instead of balancing two at once,
Yeah.
where you probably never get super good at either.
Yeah.
I want to pick the one I really like.
But this was not just any lifting. Sam set his sights on a professional bodybuilding, a realm where the pursuit of greatness often veiled darker truths: drugs. Chapter 3: Drugs.
You don't have to let go because there's nothing to hold on to.
By the end of 2021, just before his 20th birthday, it was at this time that Sam's physique started to explode in an unnatural way. It was obvious that Sam started engaging with performance-enhancing substances at this time. And even though many suggest that he started doing so 2 or 3 years earlier with high doses, it's crucial to note that Sam was just like Kevin LeBron or Paul Dillett. He was a hyper-responder to anabolic steroids.
Some guys, you put the drugs in and they just, their body just gets huge. Other guys can take everything in the kitchen sink and they don't get big because that's just their body inactivates it. The genetics are how people's bodies react to the drugs.
Despite making progress, Sam wasn't confident enough to share his physique online. He dedicated a year to intense focus on growth and progress in the gym.
So you were thinking like, I gotta be big enough before I start my social media, like physically?
Yeah.
In the high school lifting, right when I started, I don't think I trained hamstrings for months. My forearm was smaller, my bicep was smaller. You know, with any kind of little imperfections like that, at this point in my mind, I'm just fucking locked in. You know, there's no chance that I'm ever just gonna stop working out because I'm like, oh, well, I don't know if I'm really gonna get any bigger. Like, it's just my thing now. Before I started posting anything, in my mind, I'm kind of hating on other influencers. Like back when I was just a regular Joe lifter, I'm like, look at these fuckers just posting a workout. I'm lifting harder than you. I was doing every body part 3 times a week. I think I was doing push-pull legs. And I was doing 25 sets each lift for each body part, right? So back day ended up being 25 sets of back, right? I was doing a 5x5. So I'd pick 5 exercises and I would do 5 sets of each exercise, right? Now, sure, I made progress because just doing any physical activity in the weight room is probably going to give you progress, especially in the beginning of your, your lifting journey, right?
I wasn't posting anything.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see like a freaky difference from the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So I didn't check the pump for like 4 months. Oh. And like there was hype building up too because I was at my school's rec center.
Yeah.
So always covered up every lift, and then like the last week of finals, I'd lift in a tank. It was pretty freaky.
So if I keep working on it, and if I keep improving and I keep changing my trajectory towards, as close to as optimal as I could get my routine, I'm gonna be making some legit fucking gains. I think everyone has a pretty solid level of potential. Just the average dude, he can totally become a fucking freak within a few years. So it can be done. It's just gonna take a while. Because the longer you do it, it's gonna require more energy and more effort on your end to keep these results coming, The more you put in, the more you get out. I want to grow muscle because it's going to make me feel good.
I like it. I like the idea of being big and strong. I like the process. I like making gains. It's kind of proven to me that I can really do something. You got to remember, girlfriend leaves you for the jock. And that's how I've been doing it like this whole time, ever since the beginning. Wake up every day, take a dump every day, you can lift every day. Once you've sort of developed a basic understanding of the gym and working out and diet and recovery and shit like that, exercises, once you kind of get that baseline level of information, it's just about how hard you go. Number one fucking topic going through my head is the gym. Home, vitamins, food, bed. It becomes more and more of a potentially tangible reality.
Finally, after he reached around 190 pounds, he felt ready to take the plunge and shared his first TikTok video on July 25th, 2022. Adding humor to his content made it even more relatable and engaging for his audience.
In the beginning, I didn't really have a plan of doing any social media. Like, first, 3 issues lifting. I always imagined just getting a job and I would just bodybuild, that was it. Like, I was just doing the TikTok. That was like just 6 months of that. So no talking to the camera. Those were just like the little workout reels with some kind of caption on top.
Like the TikTok is all jokes. Those are all strength-based training and like ego lifting. The TikTok is for jokes. A couple of guys in my school started posting shit and they kind of blew up, so that was always my kind of goal. I wanted to make them funny too.
So he continued to sharing videos and he was posting at least 2 to 3 times a day, from his weird interactions with females to counting macros and promoting ego lifting. He inundated his TikTok with content.
And after about 6 months of that, I'd start getting comments that were asking to see the training.
Chapter 4, Fame.
Once you've seen that you're growing, it gets pretty fucking exciting.
At this point, Sam's physique was rapidly evolving, and thanks to his athletic frame, his genetics, and a little bit of gear, he was gaining significant muscle mass in a remarkably short time frame.
Oh shit, this is fucking working. And you start to learn more about it and get more gains, blah, 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 just fucking up. Next thing you know it, you're fucking 250 pounds sitting in your Camry, talking to yourself on your phone. You get what I'm saying?
This muscle mass level that he already showed as a teenager was even better than most of the adults who work out in the gym. I would even say that he was better than Chris Bumstead and the iconic Arnold Schwarzenegger at the same age.
Whoops.
So school, mechanical engineering, and then you also work.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do at work? What is your work?
So I'm a crosswalk painter. So I do that with my brother.
That's what I've been doing the last few summers. It's like you paint crosswalks or just a bunch of random stuff, pretty much. Anything that the city has to paint, that's like my job.
Every year, we pretty much go across the whole city and repaint the crosswalks.
It's summertime. Oh, so it's summertime.
They were having trouble finding anybody to even do it. Really? Why? Just because, I don't know.
It's hot.
Kids don't want to fucking work
outside.
anymore, maybe. And people just want to work at sheets or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot. God damn it.
I don't want to like name drop anyone, but a lot of other kind of guys my age who, when they sort of start to pop off social media wise, instantly drop out of school. I think the main part for me was I was already in my senior year of college. So if you're nearly done, you may as well finish it.
Motivated by his early success in TikTok, Sam decided to broaden his horizon by launching a YouTube channel, allowing him to share workouts and nutrition in greater details and with longer videos. Sam uploads daily on YouTube a video of 30 minutes vlog-style content, covering everything from lifting to nutrition and his thoughts.
The beginning, day 1 through like 40, you could tell I was using a lot of mannerisms, kind of like Rich Piana.
Oh shit! Busted! Cookie after the gym!
I could tell I was even playing it up. Like when you're on camera, you're gonna act extra loud, whatever, like emotional in the sense. For me, that's just the kind of videos that I like.
This is the spring 2023 bulk. It has begun. It is late as fuck. I thought I was gonna get shot. The AC isn't on high enough. The fans aren't blowing hard enough air. I can't get a good workout.
So I didn't really have like a style exactly. I think maybe I had a vision of what the videos would be like, but then actually putting it into practice. I just get tired of seeing a workout video where it's just all like hyped up music. What maybe is set, and then 3 minutes of talking about how crazy you're going, or like just artificially hyping it up. Like I kind of like the idea of showing more so like the real side of it.
Intelligent engineering. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Let me do my set. That's more of a Liver King type statement. You want some? You want some? Oh, too slow. Oh, whoa. Holy shit. a girl was just like fucking really waving at me.
Sam kicks off each video with a car talk, a genuine monologue about his gym plans, nutrition, and the day ahead. It's like chatting with your gym buddy.
I got a 2-hour drive ahead of me to go to my buddy Maverick's house. It's his birthday.
Moving to the gym, Sam effortlessly blends comfort with authenticity.
Day number... leg day.
Whether he's in the car or lifting weights, it feels like he's just being himself.
Okay. Good.
No forced enthusiasm, no overhyped vibes.
My relationship with squats is passionate, but toxic. You know, we kind of cross paths, and then I'm done.
Then the post-workout talk in the car.
Heavy, hard, pumped. Sounds like a porn ad.
And the real showstopper, Sam checking the pump in the mirror, making it both entertaining and authentic.
Holy shit. Good pump? Bad pump? Holy shit. Hey, you're making her uncomfortable.
The stuff that I'm talking about, it's pretty unadulterated in terms of just being about training. Going to the gym, talking about going to the gym. In the gym, talking about what I'm doing. And then leaving. What did I just do? What am I going to do the next day? Like, it just kind of like stream of consciousness style. It just comes really easy for me.
Even though his social media profiles were relatively new, his authenticity, sense of humor, dedication, and jacked physique quickly garnered the attention of the world.
I'm trying to talk to the audience. Hey, don't distract my spotter.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll let it slide this time.
I can't imagine shooting 190 videos back to back, day after day, multiple training sessions that are the same, and still have something interesting to say. Where does that come from?
It's almost like you're just talking to yourself in the videos when I watch it. Like you're just talking out loud, but to yourself. Yeah. But I'll get in the car. Like, all right, what do I want to say right now? It's already recording. And basically what's in your head is what you're going to say. I was going to do one every 6 days, but I kept getting comments that were like, just post it every day.
Do more, do
just
more.
Do one every day. I was like, do you guys really want to see one every day? I didn't think that they would come back
every day after day.
With the most of his uploads don't go below 200k views, he went viral like none did before. 3 million loyal subscribers and a total of 175 million views. The guy was making millions of dollars. With rapid success, it was inevitable that the major players in the industry would soon express interest in signing him. However, there was one man who took the chance before everyone else did. Fuad Abiyad.
Somebody put me onto this kid named Sam Sulek. I started looking into him a little bit. He's 21 years old. Kid's a freak. Look at that, man. How old is he? 21. The thing is, I don't think anybody has him signed.
220,000 subscribers.
I think he's in Columbus. Message him. Be like, we're hostile teams in. But just say we're in Ohio. Yeah. Are you training today? We want to come by and catch a workout. I'd like to see what this kid looks like in person. We linked up with Sam Sulek. All right. Like I said, he's 21. How tall?
Like 5'11".
5'11".
A little bit of change.
How big? What's the weight?
Weight right now at 245.
All right, so in your videos, you look pretty lean. Is that real or is it shopped?
No, I'm not gonna Photoshop it. That's crazy.
Fuad quickly offered Sam a contract with his supplement and gym clothing brand Hostile.
Sam, I'd like to offer you a contract with Hostile.
Oh shit.
So, I don't know if you need to take some time to think about it. You know
Details.
what it's going to look like in detail, but
glad I performed in the lift.
Even though the question of how much value Hostile truly brought to Sam and the details of the contract is still a matter of debate, the Sulek's popularity was hitting the roof.
Holy cow! 1 million! Holy shit! Standard leg day is normal. 2023 is the year of the 200-pounder.
That's how I know that I'm a pussy Andrew Eubanks hit this way.
Something comes along from nowhere and is very popular. I didn't know of him before. You see the memes first. You're like, why is there a meme about this guy? And then you go onto the Instagram, you go onto the YouTube, and you just see like the following and the consistently high views, and you're like, oh, what's he doing then? And you watch it, and it's just like pretty normal. There's no fancy edits or anything cinematic. I think the reason why it's worked so well is because he's just gone almost in the opposite direction. After watching it, it makes sense why it works. He has a lot of insightful things to say.
Now, like, you go walk down the street and I look to my left and I see one of these.
One of what? Oh, one of those. Like a look. Yeah.
Like, it's cool, but I mean, how many fucking pictures can somebody take without asking you for it? Get a little annoying sometimes.
Get a face tattoo.
Sam's lack of fancy car or fancy edit or fancy thumbnails is just a signal of reliability. I think that's what people.
I think it's very relatable. If you think about how many men are in a similar situation to him.
I think people can be inspired by that.
Also, it might make them take a road trip to Mexico to fill up the trunk.
Naturally, this early success will draw criticism, a lot of criticism.
I think that he's going to die an early death because he's abusing performance-enhancing drugs.
If Sam wasn't elite level jack, people wouldn't follow him.
Sam was controversial because he clearly was using a dangerous amount of PEDs.
These are teenagers.
Teenagers shouldn't even be touching steroids, right?
Most people shouldn't take steroids.
If Sam was some skinny fat guy that wasn't in good condition, wasn't lifting heavy and didn't have really great insight about fitness, he's just some bloke going to the gym. That's all, that's everyone's YouTube. That's every person's YouTube channel.
If he was my son right now, I would be terrified.
Sam is a likable, relatable guy who happens to be fucking massive. And it's like, oh, like, he's me, but better.
Bro, you can hear the steroids in his voice. It's like he's gargling at steroids.
I think majority of the people that are out there on vlogs should be damn near banned.
Yet he's surprisingly level-headed and humble when he communicates. It was confusing because people expect heavy PED users to act like dude bros, but Sam did not fit that stereotype, and that created envy and jealousy.
Sam, let me ask you something. Do you see any of the shit that people are saying, or you just ignore it, or do you just not see it at all?
I'll see it, but I mean, it's not going to bother me. I think if you freak out about any time anybody says anything, oh, that's just a bad situation. Rule number one, just don't respond to any comments.
Talk is cheap. Everybody's got a fucking mouth. Everybody can text on their fucking phone and say whatever, you know?
There's no way Greg Doucette can be like, hey, this is how it's done, especially with the cookbook. But like, I don't take any heat from it. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, I'm in a Greg video.
And since he was young, many believed that they could say whatever they want about him.
When people see people younger than them, accomplishing things faster than them, doing a diet that if they were to eat, they would look like a fucking sack of shit, they're like, he must be unhealthy. It's like, why?
All these people that say he's sending a bad message, all I see is a young kid training his ass off, having fun, having enjoyment, doing something he loves, and he's letting you come along for the ride. He's not saying do exactly what I do. You should be lucky that he's even filming it so you can see it. If you don't like what he does, don't fucking watch. It's that fucking...
Well, I've been trying to bug you to buy a new car. Are you going to buy a new car?
I'll wait for this one to blow up.
I was amazed at your maturity for a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
You don't care about gadgets. You don't care about cars. You don't care about fucking vacations. Like, is that how you are with everything in life?
Yeah, pretty much. I definitely think I've kind of gotten a little bit more minimalistic as of late.
Let's say you're making boatloads of money from your contracts and you're winning shows now, you're a pro, and you just, what is it that you want? What's the end goal for Sam?
Honestly, I can't even imagine. Like, I don't know. I can't even think of something specifically.
No,
I'm sure to get some kind of house or, car or whatever, normal shit.
Yeah, but you don't have you're not like a fancy car guy.
Not specifically.
No.
Like, I'll see something drive by and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I'm not talking about the make and model. It's like, whatever.
Well, yeah, right now you're driving.
Ass or tits? Ass or tits?
It's kind of like one's a prerequisite.
Which one?
Which one do you think?
Ass.
Tits.
Yeah, ass. That's a
There
bad.
you
That's a
go,
basic
Sam.
take.
Yeah, good man.
Everybody, give Sam Sulek a round of applause. Thank him for his time. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.